True Costco Horror Stories, YouTube, English. I used to work at Costco several years ago. If you don't know, you need a membership to shop in a Costco store. Generally, an employee stands by the entrance and checks membership cards as people enter. If you don't have one, you're not allowed to shop there. Occasionally, I was the person at the entrance checking memberships. When I had to do this, it was pretty straightforward, but it became monotonous quickly. One evening during a closing shift, which was around 8 or 9 p.m., I encountered an unsettling experience. Working there for only a couple of months, I found it somewhat busy around 5 p.m. As I checked membership cards, there were no issues until a man tried to walk past me without showing his membership card. I asked to see his card, but he ignored me and kept walking. I stepped in his path and repeated my request. He stopped and looked at me, but then continued walking. I couldn't physically stop him, so I let him pass. He headed into the store without a membership. I assumed he might want to buy something at the cafe, which didn't require a membership. After he disappeared into the store, I brushed it off. I figured he had his reasons. However, as time passed, I began to worry. My boss had emphasized the importance of checking memberships, and this guy had entered without one. What if he caused a problem? About 2 hours later, around 7 p.m., I spotted the same man near the front of the store. He seemed to be acting oddly, and he still didn't have any items in his hands or a membership card. Curiosity mixed with concern, but as closing time approached, I put it aside. Another employee locked the entrance doors, and I prepared to leave. However, as I started to leave, I noticed the man again, this time inside the store, hiding behind a pallet. He disappeared from view, but his behavior seemed strange and suspicious. I informed my boss about the situation, and he said he would handle it. I went home, unaware of the unfolding events. The next time I worked, my boss thanked me for alerting him. He explained that the man was found to have weapons on him and had to be removed from the store by the police. This revelation gave me chills, as I realized that my initial concerns had not been unfounded. I felt relieved that I had taken action when I did. This experience left a lasting impact on me, reminding me that sometimes instinct can guide us toward the truth, even in unsettling situations. This is a recent incident that happened to me at Costco. I've been working at Costco for nearly a year now, and this particular event occurred on a calm weekday. I was working toward the back of the store, restocking an area that had been overlooked earlier in the day. The store was relatively quiet, and I recognized a few familiar faces among the employees. As I focused on restocking, a man walked over to me. At first, I assumed he was just another shopper, and I continued working. However, his behavior started to feel odd. He didn't seem to be browsing any particular product. Instead, he was looking at me intently. I felt his gaze on me and eventually turned to face him. He was indeed staring directly at me, wearing jeans, a blue sweater, glasses, and a red hat. I paused, taken aback by his intense stare, and decided to engage him. "Can I help you find something?" I asked. He remained silent, still maintaining eye contact. I repeated my question, asking if he was finding everything okay, but received no response. The situation grew increasingly uncomfortable as he continued to gaze at me, without uttering a word. After what felt like an eternity, I returned to my work, unsure of how to proceed. The man's behavior was unusual, and I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. This awkward encounter continued for several minutes, with him keeping his eyes fixed on me. Eventually, he walked away, leaving me relieved but puzzled. As the day went on, I tried to dismiss the incident as a bizarre but harmless encounter. After all, working in a retail environment meant dealing with occasional odd interactions. I soon forgot about the incident and carried on with my tasks. However, as I left work around 3 p.m., I noticed the same man again. He was standing near the entrance of the store, a considerable distance away, but his gaze was once again directed at me. This time, I felt a shiver down my spine. The memory of our previous encounter, combined with the fact that he seemed to be following me, filled me with a sense of unease. I hurriedly made my way to my car, constantly glancing back to ensure he wasn't coming after me. I reached my vehicle and drove away, relieved that I didn't see him following me. Reflecting on this eerie experience, I wondered about the man's intentions. Did he genuinely need assistance, or was there something more sinister at play? Regardless, it was a reminder that even in seemingly safe environments, we must stay vigilant and trust our instincts when something doesn't feel right.